Fair enough. I thought we were done, but
Well, you didn't get a chance to talk, Colt.
it's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Anybody with hair like that.
Fair enough. What we talking about? The games? Top 5 games?
So I gave you mine.
You said hot. You said
You said that my second one wasn't adequate.
it was mid. I'm not saying Sonic the Hedgehog is bad. No, it's a good game. It's just mid. The Crash Bandicoot's just a little fucking better.
I mean, you could argue they're kind of
The Crash Bandicoot's a little
cut
better.
from the same world. You know what I mean?
Nah, Crash Bandicoot's in 3D.
They're from the same era of video games. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's
Crash Bandicoot's in 3D, while Sonic the Hedgehog is in 2D. So
yeah, I'm aware.
just saying,
I'm aware. It doesn't.
Crash Bandicoot has that edge.
For me, I mean, there's people that are out there right now that would say, and I wouldn't give them shit about it. Super Mario Brothers, like okay,
Dude, that's fucking overrated.
That's what?
Wrong.
What?
Overrated, bro.
Wrong. Immediately wrong.
Are you gonna have your Joan of Arc moment right now?
No. Let me.
He's gonna have his Joan of Arc moment
Mario
right now.
is overrated. What about Luigi's Castle?
Hold on, I need to get some clarity. Did you say Mario is overrated?
Mario's overrated. Luigi's the best.
Like
Mario is the best.
Arguably the game that like spawned all games.
No, my God, I'm saying Mario, the actual character, is not the best. Luigi, in my opinion, is the best. His brother.
The game is called Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I know, but Luigi's standalone game's better.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not by any metric.
I like Luigi a little bit better.
What the fuck is he talking about? Don't tell me you agree with this shit.
I don't have any agreeance to anything he just said.
As I think any rational adult would
Hey, I'm
say.
just saying, you said chess isn't a sport, and you want to die on that hill. I will die on this hill.
I would like to think that I'm not alone on that hill because I think a lot of folks would say,
I'm just saying
I don't want to
Luigi-
revisit this again.
No,
because
Luigi is the
I
better
took
brother.
my gunny sack and I hiked.
Luigi's
okay?
the better
I
brother.
admitted that, okay, technically, and by the way, there was some viewers things later on that brought to my attention that also specified in your description of sports that said they needed to be active, like the trigger word that I used. So technically, that's still up for debate on whether it's technically a sport. Chess.
You're actively using your brain.
That's active.
That's fucking bullshit in a chicken shit way out of this discussion, and you know it. And you know it.
All right,
everybody here
it's
is now dumber for listening to you.
I think it's just semantics. I think it.
You know me, I'm Mr. Literal.
So
That's
okay, so
technicality.
you're just saying, like, for example, Patrick Mahomes.
If I get yelled
for,
at by
like,
Lydia again for getting off topic, listen, I just
you wanted games, and now I said I gave you.
You brought it up. You said, and you fucking didn't. You just we pulled the dagger out, we bandaged it up, we moved on. And you're like, yeah, look what I fucking found, guys. Right in your fucking leg. That's what you did. You just did that. We were doing just fine until then. We had, I wouldn't say solved it, but there was a point brought up later on from somebody that watched it, said, technically, in the description of sports that you read off, it does say being active. Now, that's the operative word. Now, if you consider your brain being active, I mean, that's kind of mundane because your brain's always active.
Right, but you're saying, but the way
Your brain's just
how
active.
you're saying it is like saying,
I mean,
what you're
fucking
telling
active, like,
What the fuck is that one?
Oh!
Do not say fishing. It's
Did
a
you do
fucking
bird watching? Did you do bird watching?
Did you fucking do?
I feel like you could.
If you're gonna count bird watching, which is like
I never counted bird watching.
you did the fucking motion
I did the motion to make because of what she said. Okay,
So
I
what
didn't.
you said.
because of what you did.
I was showing the fishing thing.
No, then you went like this.
That wasn't meant to be anything, though.
But what you're saying is like
Was it meant to be?
what you're
It
saying
wasn't meant
is
to be bird watching. What the fuck would I say bird watching? Who would ever say?
I don't know. Same thing that you would say fishing for.
Who would ever say bird watching?
Bird watching is
of
now
all
a
the
fucking
things-
sport.
Of all the things I was acting out,
Fucking bird watching.
like I was thinking when I did
That's
this.
the one that looked like it was different than the others.
No, I was thinking frisbee or like frisbee,
I was
like any of that stuff. I was
job,
trying
man.
I was trying to mash in 100 different physical examples in this chair at one time, and you said bird watching. Like there's so many things under the sun. I kind of would expect you to say chess first, but you said.
Bird watching is a very strenuous activity, guys.
What I want to know is, why did you think of that? What made you think of that?
Binoculars? That's literally it.
I'm an ugly crier. I'm so sorry.
God, you are fuck ugly when you cry.
Did you just call him fuck ugly?
What I want to know, what I want to know is why your brain went. He's enacting
bird watching.
God, get it together, dude. Jesus. He is imitating bird watching. He's imitating bird watching.
What other sport-related activity?
It's not a sport. That's the thing. I don't even think anybody has ever said that it was, or even thought that it was.
Okay, so then what sport adjacent activity could you be doing with binoculars?
I don't know, Emily.
Then why would you mimic binoculars?
I don't recall mimicking binoculars. Maybe it was an
Playback.
Maybe it was an in-between action of various things I was doing helmet on. I don't know. I don't remember going.
You fully did.
Look at the fucking birds. Holy shit. I don't remember doing that. Dude, it hurts in my throat. It hurts right here. It hurts right here.
My fucking sides hurt.
I'm just. It took me a minute to process that because I don't feel. I don't know how anybody could ever come to that conclusion that I would like. It's bird watching. It's for sure bird watching.
I still think I'm correct.
I feel like I got one of the ab machines on. They're like fucking just chalking you all the time while you're just sitting. We're working out right now, guys. I'm getting electrocuted as we speak.
Stop it.
Okay, so bird watching.
Oh my fucking
Bird
God.
watching.
It's fully a sport.
Can we all agree that bird watching,
No, it's
which
a sport
was not
now.
my intent to try and reenact that. That's the word I was looking for. Let's pretend for a second I didn't say the wrong word earlier, and we'll go reenact bird watching. We can all agree that's not a sport, right?
Could we all agree that?
I mean,
I'd like to think we could. Like to
I-
think we could. Like to think that we could.
well, don't fucking think
Well, why
because
did
I
my brain go
actively
there
think
if it
that's a
isn't?
fucking sport.
I think you actively think it's a sport because you want to be combative, and
I'm
because
not
you're
being
mad about
combative.
You're mad about fishing, which
If you're
is a
going-
competitive sport.
If you're going to fucking,
We're getting off topic.
What about
and
the
I'm
pe-
gonna,
no, I'm
I
not-
can't be yelled at by her again.
It's like
what the fuck topic were we even on?
here's our like managing
Games?
producer.
But we're talking about games. You said, and then we got onto Sonic, and then got on the Crash Bandicoot,
Because
which
you
led
were
to
giving
fucking,
because you were giving me shit. You said because chess, and you brought chess up again, and I feel like we didn't actually completely. That wasn't completely.
He hasn't
absolved.
healed from that.
I'm healed.
You walked off from there.
I did.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I understand. And then I gave you guys another chance. You exploited that chance. Here we are. I'm being now accused of saying that bird watching is a sport. Or
But you fully did. You
Okay.
fully made the motion.
the reality is you brought up chess, which reminded me that a
What?
viewer was listening to your description that you were reading off the interweb and said, technically it says being active. And the argument of the brain came up. I'm like, well, your brain's always active. I mean, to me, active is these various things.
But are you actively participating in something?
Participation
Okay, let me ask.
doesn't specifically
let me-
mean it's a sport either.
Let me
I can
ask you
participate
this.
in having dinner. Is that a sport? I can participate in walking down the street.
I mean, technically, yeah. Competitive food eating is a sport.
it doesn't mean every act of eating food is a sport.
But some could.
If I'm competitive food eating, yeah, then I'm knowingly joining a competitive food eating sport. But just eating food is not a sport. That's why just playing chess is also not a sport.
What about when you join the chess league
playing.
clubs?
You're
and all that?
playing a game, which would be a sport.
I think that I would concede that you are professional or amateur or
What about like the people that are like literal grand
hobbyist.
masters?
you're a chess hobbyist or a professional chess player.
I'm still gonna die on
doesn't-
this hill. Like I'm still gonna die on this hill.
Then okay, die. But back to it. Back
die.
to it. Yeah, do your thing. Just, you know, take a dirt nap. You know, like actively. Back to it. We're talking about games, and we talked about how Sonic and Crash Bandicoot was kind of cut from the same little world there,
Yeah.
and you wanted to fight me on that for some weird fucking
No,
reason.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, Crash Bandicoot's just a little bit better because I have just fond memories of Crash Bandicoot, and it's has sentimental ties.
And then we got on to like the OG of games, Mario, and Super Mario Bros. And then you followed the first ridiculous fucking statement up with another one by saying that you thought that you prefer. Well, you prefer what the rest of the world lives in is very different.
I prefer
SpongeBob moment. Okay, you understand? This is what we're doing. A SpongeBob moment right now. Okay, you said you prefer. Nobody else does. Okay, it's just you versus that's 1v 30 million. You understand? 1v 30 million.
I mean, no.
Mario.
All I'm saying
OG.
is Mario, the person, the character Mario, right? Not not the person.
Pre-mushroom or post-mushroom? I mean, you gotta.
Is Mario tripping on mushrooms now?
He always has been.
But okay,
Always will.
Mario.
You're like, Mario is fucking real, bro.
Mario, I just feel like Mario, the character, is super overrated. I prefer Luigi, the brother.
Why?
Honestly, because he's green. I shit you not.
I really thought you were gonna follow it up with like something.
No, it's because he's green.
Something that I don't know, anything but the color.
No, it's because he's green.
Huh.
Yeah.
No personality trait.
Nothing.
No support of his fucking his co-pilot there.
No.
His effort to save the princess.
Could give
fight
a
off
flying
Bowser,
fuck
all
left.
that shit.
Could
No,
get
because his trousers are green.
Yeah.
He's a better character.
Yeah, he's just a better brother.
Comparatively to who? To the other brother?
Yeah.
Because it.
Mario's the piece of shit.
Okay. Wow.
You heard it here now. Mario's a piece of shit.
Luigi's the better brother.
Cancel Mario.
Cancel Mario.
Cancel him.
Jesus Christ. That still is the OG of video games.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say
mean?
like Mario, like Super Mario.
And
Bros.
that's
isn't bad.
we were talking about it being Sonic is 2D or and Crash is 3D. I'm like well yeah, but look how fucking cool Super Mario Bros is, and that's like fucking 8-bit. If that.
That's true. I mean,
Like,
like fair.
Right now down there I got a retro NES like to play for the sole purposes. I got on a TikTok shop too. Like I got sucked in. Shout out to TikTok.
I've looked at that.
And I was like, oh, dude, it was like $8.99, and I got 2 of them, and they have like 100 games loaded on them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my old basically like my best friend's mother has one of those PlayStation ones. And it has like 1,000 preloaded
dude.
games,
And
man.
I was
I'm
like-
just
I was
like, ooh, my childhood.
But the reason that's so successful is because people love those. I don't know why. Because my video game history goes before. I played Atari, and I would play.
I played Dreamcast.
I played. Okay, so that was. That's the one console I didn't have. I didn't have. I went from.
Bro, why are
I
there
went from-
councils today? Like, what's going on?
My English is not so well. That's not sign language, by the way. Disclaimer. Not sign language. Disclaimer. I talk a lot with my hands. I feel like
We know.
I learned that from Trump. Okay. I started with the Atari.
You started with Atari?
Atari, and then I. Don't fucking do that.
What? Trump's
Cancel
accent?
Colt.
Trump's accent?
Cancel Colt.
Oh, damn, I can't do Trump's accent.
I was actually just watching a podcast the other day, and we're getting off topic again. God damn
You
it,
said
Colt.
Atari.
He
Councils.
says the way to do an impression of him is to use the back of your throat. I didn't know. It works.
I didn't.
Not emphysema. Not emphysema.
Oh,
no.
my bad.
He
Cigarette
goes,
mom.
He's like you just you're like we were there. Like
Oh,
I can't.
that was good. That was good. It was a good job.
It was huge.
Huge job. Huge.
Mexico will pay for the wall.
Mexico will pay for the wall.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but it doesn't sound cool.
I can't do impressions worth. I could do Cartman. That's about it.
Please don't. But your back of your throat, you go. It was beautiful. Anyhow,
You sound like you got your constipated. When you
legs straight out. Oh fuck. But brother.
brother.
What were we talking about?
Games.
Okay. What was I going down before we got sidetracked?
Top fives.
Sidetracked. We already talked about that. Mario. Oh, start with Atari. I went to Nintendo, and then I didn't have any new console until Sega Genesis.
Okay.
And I had a lot of fun with that.
I had a 64, an N64.
Oh, I guess I lied. I guess I did have the 64.
I had a 64, but my very first memories
I didn't have it long
was my very first memories.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to think of the first game that Jurassic Park. I hate the movies. I don't like the movies. I hate but I love the game. The Jurassic Park on the N64.
Yeah, I never played it.
Oh, it was fantastic. And then I also had Mortal Kombat, like the very first Mortal Kombat that dropped. That was amazeballs. Loved it.
So I did play the N64 in there too, but I didn't have it very long. I was just play Super Mario World, and I thought it was a lot of fun. It was very paper-esque, but I think it was like where they were trying to like the first time they ever dove outside of a Mario game that was not just one view. You know, it wasn't paper graphics. It was like, hey, we're gonna do this like world thing, and it wasn't the prettiest, but it was fun. It
was a different take on Mario, which I liked, and that was one of the better Marios in my opinion.
Very very cool storyline. Like it was like there was different things to do. But I had the Sega Genesis for a while, and I played like F-22 Fighter, and I played like Street Fighter, which was
Street Fighter.
Tell you what, Sega had I don't know who ended up buying Sega. Is it Sona? Yeah, I did that. Sega. Yeah.
I love.
Who ended up buying Sega? Is it owned by Sony or is it owned by Apple?
I think it is owned by Sony now.
By
Apple. Apple just
by Nintendo. By Nintendo is what I meant.
Actually,
did they buy that?
Nintendo bought. I think Nintendo bought Sega. I could be wrong.
Maybe, I don't know.
Every time I think of a Sega game, I see like the Capcom fucking thing right at the fucking
and
bottom.
So all those cool stand-up video game things you could go to the arcade and play were all Sega games. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all those games were like in the stand-up arcades. Like you could play those games, and I played the shit out of Street Fighter. Oh my god! And every character and like my favorite one was the extendo hands guy.
Mine's totally Mortal Kombat. The Hadouken. That was my favorite.
That was
or was that Tekken? Was that Tekken? I'm thinking of.
Are you sure that wasn't Street Fighter?
I fucking do not know.
He shoot fire too.
Hadouken. That was
Ryu.
Thank you.
Ryu.
Yep.
And he would shoot like a fire thing.
Hadouken.
I didn't even discover he even did that until way later on. I'm like, I played with him. I'm like, he's just like he's a really good jumper. No, he can like crouch fire, and it was like a combination of like bang bang A B, and it was like, and he could do it, and it was like two of those, and you're like, whoa.
Can we also talk about like the combinations on controllers? Like back in the day,
gosh almighty.
You had to fucking write down the whole. All right.
I remember cheat codes too.
Up, left, down, right, up, left, square, triangle, square. That's completely something.
I knew, and a friend of mine could play in such a way that he didn't hold the remote like a normal person, or what I deem as normal. He hold it like this, and he would type like a keyboard, and he was lightning fast with it. Don't know how, but he held it here, and then middle this right here, and then he would somehow boxed it and still did this here, and he whooped my ass fast playing Street Fighter, dude. I was like, what? Getting hit him in the head, and the controller would fall. I'm like, get him, fucking finish him. That's Mortal Kombat, actually. But
no, Mortal Kombat. It has
the combinations. I never learned those, dude.
No, or like if we're talking about like old school, like if we're going to PlayStation 2, like where we had the cheat codes and all that.
Yeah.
GTA San Andreas.
Oh, dude,
I'm talking about
I would
multi-pages.
Print off lists from the computer of I'm getting the weapons pack with the RPG. You know?
Oh yeah, and you had
walk in the street just murking. Just didn't matter.
No, for me, I always did the whole. I did moon gravity. I spawned in my tank, and then I made every civilian like the stupid crazy. Like it made them like insane. Like they just sped through red lights. Sped through red lights, scud on the sidewalk.
There was one where it was like upheaval or whatever, and it was like, and I think it was San Andreas or maybe it was Vice City. Vice City is where I really went crazy.
I love Vice City.
I love that game. I'd still play that if I could. But it
100%.
was dude, it was just chaos. Cars mowing down pedestrians. Like it wasn't just me running people over. Pedestrians and people were like they would run into other kings. People were robbing banks, and it was like I was like, yeah, okay, it's fun.
Just imagine if
Eating ice cream.
just imagine like you wake up one day and you're in a fucking GTA game. Like you're a civilian in a GTA
like free
game.
guy.
Yeah, you're just fucking in there. You're just like walking around, and there's like a bank robbery, a plane going down, and somebody just gets stabbed in front of you.
And
You're
you're like-
in GTA.
You're like, I spawned in the wrong spot. Holy shit. What do you think about all this? What do you think? Have you played any of the games that we're describing to you at all?
I
You
mean,
played
I've played GTA.
which one?
Just 5.
5.
4, in my opinion, is probably the better.
See,
the
I didn't
best.
like that one.
What?
I wanted, yeah. So when you're the
Four-
biker gang, like
the
biker-
not the Ballad of Gay Tony.
is it
The
about
Lost and the Damned.
Yes. It's just
See, you didn't play the good. You didn't play the good. That I will tell you right now, the Lost and the Damned DLC, in my personal opinion, shit ass. Ballad of Gay Tony, that was the fucking DLC. Because now you're just this. You gotta follow this. It's so funny. You gotta follow this gay Italian mobster around who is selling the fuckload of cocaine. Mind you, this whole time.
Scarface level cocaine.
Put Scarface in like the fucking dirt with the amount of cocaine this man is selling. Like, and you're just this Russian guy, like, yes, like, and you're just
That is good, comrade.
this very good cocaine, like.
That was not Russian.
Sorry, comrade.
Sorry, don't offend anybody.
Sorry.
That wasn't Russian.
My bad. Vodka, if that helps. But no, like you're just the Ballad of Gay Tony was the better one. The Lost in the Dam was ass. Stories of Liberty City, mid at best. But if you want to go good, solid base game, just play 4 storyline. That game is fantastic. It's obviously Nico Bellic. You're going through this you're going through Brooklyn, like downtown Manhattan, like. You're going through all the little boroughs, Queens, and all that. It's just a good time. And plus the crash physics, fantastic.
Yeah.
If I'm going 65 and I hit a back of a car, I want to fly through the fucking windshield, bro.
I do remember that. I remember
Like-
playing San Andreas was that way, or actually Vice City 2. You're like, bah, and you're trying to weave in and out, and next thing you know, you're like, boom, and he's just 6 blocks down on his face.
It's like wasted and hovering above you. You're like, shit. Maybe I shouldn't have been going mock Jesus.
Maybe I should have worn my seatbelt. I wouldn't be laying on a manhole cover right now in the middle of the street. That was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed the GTA games.
Like
but-
and plus like that's also where like the ragdoll physics came in. Because if you looked at like
just you're all folded up, like just
Like,
laying there, like you're like every bone in that guy's body is
it's
broken.
fucking, you know what's in his, you know that's just a sack of meat. There's no bones behind that man.
sacks. Meat sacks.
No, but like in GTA fucking 3, San Andreas and Vice City, it's very blocky. It's old. It's, and that's when the new engine 4 came out. Unreal Engine 3 was getting popular, and then the crash physics game was huge, and then it was dark and gloomy.
There was leaps there in video game technology that was pretty.
I mean, it was from 2004 to 2008. That had a whole 4 years to develop something. So
What is your game you're playing right now? Like,
Me?
Yeah, what are you playing right now?
which one?
Like I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna fucking wind it down.
Well,
And I'm gonna kick a game on.
I have a
It
multiple.
could be phone too.
I have multiple games. If I'm in the mood, if I'm feeling I just got off work and I want to get like stoned and relax, I'm throwing on my Madden. I'm throwing on Madden 2022.
Have not played Madden. Well, no. Have I played? I played 2022. There's a new one coming out.
2024, 23. I don't give a shit.
Man,
I don't.
I kind of want to get into it, but I kind of don't like the players in this new last 2 generations.
I don't.
I want the players from like.
Bo Jackson and all that.
No, I don't.
Randy
You
Moss.
can get your legacy players, which is cool, but like the 2018, 2020 versions.
Oh, so you're talking like Odell Beckham Jr. when he was just coming out.
Prime, all the OG Seahawks guys. You had.
So you just want your Seahawks back.
No. Well, yes, but not just. Not just. There was some, the NFC was stacked.
Didn't they have
Between
Cap?
from like 2000.
Ed Kaepernick at one point.
2010 through I don't know. Gosh, it had to have been 2015 or 16. The NFC was stacked. I mean, there's always, I mean, it's revolving, but everybody just had a lot of good talent. Like it was like really good stuff. And I want to play Madden, and I have to be in the right mood for Madden. And when I play Madden, I'll sit down and I'll play Madden for months.
See, and I'm the same way, but I have three stupid characters. I have a wide receiver that's 90 overall. I got a QB that's 99 overall. That, mind you, last night I was on that fucking QB, mind you, and I was just about to go to bed. Wanted to play. I did it for you. I played the because we.
Oh, you did it for me.
Because the Seahawks lost, and it was really funny because I played for the
Seahawks lost.
The Seahawks lost.
You just
Sunday.
dated. You just dated this. You just dated this man. Well, I guess they lose so much, it's hard to date this.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But anyway, Seahawks lost, and I was like, you know what? And it came and popped up, and it was San Francisco 49ers. And I was like,
play them.
Play them. I fucking played them. My QB is so goddamn broken. I threw for 1,506 yards with a 95% completion rate. And I had 146 to 48. That was the fucking score.
How'd they get 48 on it? yeah. Like, no defense. We had no defense.
I have no fucking idea. I was just at the point it got to 102, and I was like, if I was the coach, I'd just kind of look and just give up, guys. There's no fucking shot.
Hey, we're at 100, bro. Like, let's just call it a day. But Madden, I gotta be in the right mood for Madden. But when I do play it, I just get out. I just play it.
Or if I'm in the mood, I play hockey. I play a lot of NHL 20 and 22.
Never got into the hockey games. But
Hockey's so fun.
I know. I actually just recently got into like the Kraken. You know, we have a team up here now, or in the last.
We'll go Kraken.
Yeah. Shout out to Kraken. So when hockey came up here and it became a pro thing, I'm like we're gonna be day one fans because hockey's a really cool sport. I never into it because we never had a local team. I have family there in the East Coast and stuff. Like they're like Red Wings. I'm like whatever, or Flyers, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But now we're like fucking Kraken. Yeah.
See,
they no one can call me like a fair weather or like a bandwagon because. I'm a day oneer.
I'm proudly to admit that I'm a bandwagon when it comes to anything like Washington right now because we just moved
You look
here.
like the type.
It's fine. I'm totally.
It doesn't count though.
But
it doesn't count
when
because
it comes
once
to
you join
hockey,
it.
When it comes to hockey, I have my OG team, Edmonton Oilers. They got fucking Gretzky on that team. That's the GOAT. That is the GOAT of hockey, bro.
Wasn't a hockey fan. I know he's great.
He's
I know
the
he was
GOAT.
great. I understand that, and I can admit that. But I wasn't watching hockey then.
Oh, I mean that's fair. But like I have my original base team that I love. I got the Edmonton Oilers. I'm an Edmonton fan through and through. But I live in Washington, and I do like me some Kraken. They play really fucking good.
You have to now. So what about you? What's your go-to right now? What are you playing?
I'm not playing a lot, but we were replaying The Last of Us.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to get into it. I really am. She's pushing me. It's hard.
I've never played it. I understand it's really cool. I've seen a lot of gameplay of it, but I just haven't turnkeyed it. I still have the entirety of Cyberpunk downloaded and updated, and I've never fired it up.
I have
never
refused to fire it up. I've heard it's ass. I heard it's not even worth the money.
I've heard both.
I've heard
but
it's good.
It was gifted to me, so I'm like, okay, I should probably download it. So my buddy's like, hey, you should play this. I'm like, I don't really want to. I'm not gonna. He's like, I sent it to you. I'm like, okay.
But with The Last of Us.
Shout out to Devin.
But with The Last of Us, she's trying to get me into it. It's super hard because I'm not in that type of. I don't like that Far Cry setting kind of game. And my brain puts Last of Us kind of in that type of game style. I'm not really big into that. I'm not saying that they're not good franchises. They have their cult followings. I'm just not a follower. Do I think it's a good craft? Sure. Is it a well-fine piece of art? Fuck yeah, it is. But is it for me? No. Is it because of anything else? No. It's just because I can't grasp it. My brain can't fucking grasp how good that storyline is, and I'm just not fucking into it.
Your brain can't grasp it, and that is not surprising, and that is all the time we have
Jesus,
today.
Fuck you.
Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with me again.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
and
Joe.
thanks for grabbing that knife and jabbing me with it again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
For the second time, and I thought we'd leave that to rest. So
that's all we have. Yeah. By the way,
right.
chest is a sport. Remember that.
So it was bass fishing.